okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Your Honor, I just want to make sure, are you looking at EWAP actually on the ticket, or because it says
No,
trespassing?
I'm looking at trespass. I'm looking at trespass, and you know, and this has nothing to do with Mr. Love, but how important it is to have the actual ticket. You know,
Exactly.
The other day, they had someone written up for smoking marijuana in the passenger compartment of a vehicle. That was the description, and they put a defense code on there, but that offense code was in possession of marijuana. And then on the actual ticket, because what happens is this actual ticket will come down to the court. And in the ROA that I'm looking at on the computer that says trespassing in a vacant building, that's somebody that's transcribed what's supposed to be on this ticket into the computer. But the actual ticket, the offense code didn't even exist. So somebody at the court actually thought that they would just go ahead and put the closest thing that they could to what they thought went on. And then when we went to take the plea, it wasn't right. Now, be that as it may, I dismissed the case because it's just fundamentally unfair if you don't know what you're being charged with. But
having said that, Your Honor, can I have the statute that is written under?
I've got code 31-4-1, and I cannot read the. I don't know if that's paren D or CD or what. 31-4-1, and this is a ticket. So on the ticket, all it says is, and you don't have a copy of the actual ticket, right?
No, Your Honor. Well,
the ticket says it's 1177 Claremont Street. I observed the person mentioned above trespass at the above location. So, with that being said, you're going to have to rely on that code 31-4-1. I can tell you this. I can tell you this, Mr. Love. I can tell you this. What will happen here, and if you can even get to the point of establishing a factual basis, because that's what I'm going to send you into the breakout room to talk to Mrs. Fulmer about, establishing a factual basis. That's what I need in order to accept your plea. I need that you know that you committed a crime on that day. But I can shorten this up for you and tell you this. I can set this for a trial, and we can have the officer come in. I see your hand raised, sir. I see your hand raised. I'm talking on the record now. Just give me a minute. We can set this for a trial. I can tell you this, that you're at the date of trial, if they've established everything that they have to establish, you're not going to do any worse than you're going to do today. I'm going to leave this offer open, okay? It's going to be the same one. You only have, it can only get better for you, but you're going to have to take the step of coming in and zooming in on that trial date again. So, does that help make the decision, sir?
Your Honor, is the officer observed my client allegedly trespass on what location? Is it private property?
1177 Claremont.
Is that a private location or public location?
I don't know. I don't know. And that would be something that the officer would have to come in and establish. Mr. Love, you have the right to remain silent. That's one of the one of the most beautiful things of our justice system. That right, they have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But I'm even telling you this here to help you see if you make a decision. If they did all of that, you would still be in the same situation you are in today. So what do you want to do, sir?
Your Honor, may I speak with my client before he makes that decision?
Certainly. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Love. Just join that room when prompts you to. Okay. Do you understand everything that I've gone over with Mr. Love, Ms. Fulmer?
I do.
And is it under Joseph Love now?
Yeah, it's under. I don't know why it's switching like that.
All right. All right, you see that prompt, sir?
So I join room 2.
Yes, and then when you get out, when you're done, you gotta exit the room as well. Okay, the person that had his hand up, down there in the bottom left corner. I need people to get there. Mr. Lowe, I need you to press *6 on your phone. Press *6. You try to do that? You press *6, if you hang up and call back in or something. All right, everybody, I got Aristo 5. Who's on the Aristo 5?
That's
All right, who
Tashima.
called? That's who?
Tashima Long.
How you doing, Miss Long? You're supposed to be here this morning? Now?
Okay.
Who is that?
Okay.
Who is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Mr. Lowe.
Okay, finally you got your stuff together. Here.
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Lowe. What happened to Mr. Moore? Mr. Lowe.
Yes.
This is the city of Detroit versus Derek Lowe.
Yes.
Case numbers SP 1158991 and SP 1158991. Mr. Lowe, you got 2 counts, 1 count of unregistered or untitled and no insurance, no proof of insurance. Did you have insurance on that day, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have a valid registration on that day, sir?
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna need you to provide that proof.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
I don't know if you can see it.
Hold it up close, sir. Now move it over to the left. Over to the right then. Okay, now push it up closer. Can you see anything that's saying? Are you outside the court, sir?
Yes, yes, I'm in the parking lot.
Okay. Give me a minute, I'm gonna come down. Give me a minute, I'm gonna come down there and see it for myself.
Okay.
Go to the front door, stay here. Right back up.
All right, you can go to if you hand those documents over to my court officer, then
Yes.
then he'll bring them up and he'll bring them right back down to you. All right.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, just meet him at the front door.
Just to show you what I look like too.
Okay.
Okay. Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
got a bad connection. My phone is acting up. I have a bad connection.
All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you another court date. You got more matters that are pending than what's the offer is here for today. So we're gonna call the cases and we're going to get you another date so that you have time. Now let me ask you this. Let's call the case first. Put this on the record. This is the city of Detroit versus Tashima Michelle Long. Case number is SP 108-45491, SP 114692, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 11469261, SP 1196018, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 116, strike that, SP 1196022, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1197231, V 12076720, V 12076820, and V 12077120. Ma'am, what we're going to do, you don't have a complete offer in the file here today. So I want to be able to resolve all these matters at one time. That'll also get. Right. He's going to have to hold on. That's going to also get.
I have another court date. I was pulled over twice in one day.
For all of this, we're going to consolidate all of this into one hearing.
I was pulled over twice in one day.
I heard you. So we're going to consolidate this all into one hearing, okay?
Okay.
Now, for the dog tickets, do you still have the dog, ma'am?
No, he got hit by a car and died.
And I don't know if you're going to be able to provide proof of that, are you?
Well,
Like the vet came and you took the dog's body to the vet or something like that? I don't know. Because the way those tickets work is that they would give you a break if you had proof of vaccination. But when you say the dog died, it's almost no way to substantiate that. But what we'll have to do is deal with that on August 31st, 2021 at 8 a.m. 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. Pre-trial. Ma'am,
hello?
hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got a bad connection. I'm at work. And it's
All
a
right.
bad connection.
So did you hear the date I need you to return?
No, sir. I just heard 8:30.
Okay, August 31st. Write that date down. You're gonna zoom back in on that date. Did you hear me, ma'am? Oh, I don't know if she heard or not. We'll give her August 31st on all of the matters.
31st.
August 31st at 8:30 a.m. If you got proof of insurance, if you got a driver's license, if you got your registration for your vehicle, that stuff would help.
Okay.
All right, you got the date?
Yeah, August 31st,
All right, those things are in default.
8:30 a.m.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Lowe, you can unmute yourself again, please.
Take it back down there.
Yes. Mr. Lowe, you're gonna have to hit that *6 button again if you want this dismissal. All right. Back on the record with Derek Christopher Lowe. I'm gonna dismiss both the matters for proof of valid documentation. Both cases are gonna be dismissed. And Mr. Lowe, if there's nothing further, you have a very good day, okay?
Oh, am I all set?
You're all set, sir. Both of your matters are dismissed.
Thank you much. Thank you.
All right, have a good one. Be safe out there.
Okay, you also be careful out there.
All right. Okay, I have, I'm gonna remove you from the line. Are you in that galaxy as well, Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
I'm gonna remove yourself from that as well. Cancel everything out.
Okay, I'm trying to do it right now. Okay, thank you.
All right. I'm gonna take it off. Hopefully I'm not somebody else. All right, I have a phone number 45745970. Okay, where are we with Mr. Love?
My client wishes to avail himself of a bench trial, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. He didn't come out of that room.
He doesn't know how. I tried to walk him through it. Thank you, Judge.
You got it, Mr. Love?
Yes.
All right, back on the record with Marco Van Love. Mr. Love, from my understanding, after you spent time talking to the defense counsel, you would like to set a trial date in the matter?
Yes.
Very well. That's smart move, sir. September 8th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Let me say that. Strike that. September 8th at 9 a.m.
September 8th.
September 8th, 9 a.m. We'll continue a now guilty plea. We'll set a $0 bond, and we'll see you back then on September 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
If there's nothing further, have a great day, sir.
You too. Y'all take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Very much welcome. All right, the other people, the gentleman over there at the top, you waved your hand. I need you to put your audio on. I'm gonna remove you, Mr.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
What's
I
your name,
could
sir?
see you, but I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
Leslie Jack Grimes.
Leslie Jack.
Leslie.
What's the last name?
Grimes. Grimes.
I got it. Right.
Yes, sir.
let's see what you have going on here. Okay, this is the City of Detroit versus R. Leslie Jack Grimes, case number SP 1158236, counts 1, 2, and 3. I don't see that you have anything else. He has a no standing ticket that needs to be closed out. Looks like you paid. But let me get the file, sir, and let me see if there's anything. First of all, sir, do you have proof of insurance? Do you have proof of plates? Do you have a valid driver's license?
Your Honor, I have a license, but they suspended because someone had took my wallet and everything, and I had tickets in Allen Park, Redford, and everywhere. I had to clean all them up. I got all the papers that they dismissed them because someone else used my name and my identity. I was locked up before, Your Honor, for 20 years for a crime. But every time I have to go report, they got a picture of me. But when I went last time, the young lady said, this was a long while back. She said, hold on, sir, come here. And I said, yes. And she said, this is not you. Somebody been using my name and everything for gas, lights, everything. But I just been getting it dismissed from Allen Park. And I had 5 tickets there. They dismissed it. Redford dismissed it. Now I'm dealing with Farmington Hills and Detroit.
Okay, let me ask you a couple questions, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you saying that, well, I don't think that you're saying that this is not you today, right?
This is me today.
Okay, all right, let me ask you this question, sir. When were you released from incarceration?
I was released from incarceration in 2013. I got locked up in 1992. I didn't get off parole until like 2018. And when I got off parole, that's when a lot of tickets, the person had stole my stuff. So they've been doing it, and I just been trying to dismiss it. And then I don't have nothing else I get, but I got the guy's face on I had a CSC charge, Your Honor.
I'm not interested in all. You don't got to tell all your business, sir. You paid.
No, I have to, Your Honor, because his picture, he been using my ID, and it's not me. That's how I was able to get rid of all these tickets. That wasn't me that day.
You don't have to say all I needed to know was a few things, and
well, I ain't ashamed.
Listen. All right. Here's the deal today.
Yes, sir.
Plead to failure to display a valid driver's license. Let's see. So you're telling me that you had a valid driver's license, but your license was suspended based on what this other person did in your name. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. What happened was they
Hey, you've been in the system, right?
Yes, sir.
Less is more.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to figure out something I can do for you. Because I believe you.
Yes,
I can go run your driver's license, and I can go through all the rigmarole and seeing if you're telling me the truth, but I feel that you're telling me the truth.
Yes, sir.
And what I don't want to do is offer you something that is going to further extend the time for you to get a driver's license.
Yes, sir.
So I think, Mrs. Fulmer, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, 3106. If he pleads to a no insurance civil infraction, then he that is a 0-point offense. However, it may suspend the license for 30 days.
I'm sorry,
No.
Your Honor. Did he say it was actually him? Are all of these, are
Yeah,
all, maybe,
he's not, I don't think he's challenging that. I think he's saying that what his underlying issue is that he would have had a driver's license but for what this person did in his name.
okay.
Am I correct in understanding that, right, Mr. Grimes?
Yes, sir. He used my name and all. Okay. Like you said, you're right.
All right.
So my client was driving, he didn't have insurance, but that's why I want to get clear. Is he saying that this ticket?
So he got a ticket for driving, failure to display a valid driver's license, and then the car wasn't registered and he didn't have any insurance. The car had expired plates. So I'm thinking the expired plates might be the best route for him to go.
I'm thinking, Your Honor, maybe I'm not clear. I think he's saying none of this is him.
No.
No? Okay.
He's saying that this is him.
Okay, what date was it?
This is 1/26/2021. He's saying that this is him, but he's saying had the person that used his name not messed his driving, because he's driving around thinking that he has a license, but he actually doesn't, because somebody else used his name and his license was subsequently all right, so here's the deal. His license was subsequently suspended. So, right, Mr. Grimes, you wouldn't even been driving if you know your license was suspended, would you?
No, I wouldn't, sir.
There it is. See, he knows how to answer those questions. Mr. Grimes, no expired, I'll offer you an expired plate. And because your plate was expired, right?
Yes, sir.
$145, sir. Or you can take the matters to trial.
No.
And you can speak to Mrs. Fulmer if you need to.
No.
Are you understanding what's going on, Ms. Fulmer? Do you see what he's trying to say?
No, I do. I understand. Okay, yes.
That's a good deal, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Lord.
Man knows a good deal when he sees one.
That's right.
All right, Mr. Grimes, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me ask you this, Mr. Grimes. Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
All right. Because I was going to add another wrinkle to that deal that you registered to vote in order for me to give you this deal, but you got that part. Okay, Mr. Grimes, do you know you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Do you know by taking this offer you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what's stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. Grimes, let me draw your attention back to January 26, 2021 at around 9:31 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Greenfield and 7 Mile Road. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day, sir?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, sir, did you, were you operating a 2008 Dodge white in color, sir?
Yes, sir.
And was something wrong with those plates on that vehicle, sir?
I didn't know then, sir.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know really, because I had just, what happened, sir, was I didn't know. I didn't know my stuff was messed up like that. I had got sick.
Okay, Mr.
I
Grimes.
don't think knowing is a requirement of the
It's
statute,
not,
though.
Your Honor. If I can voir dire my client, Mr.
Very
Grimes
well.
is saying that your tabs or your plate was not properly registered. Is that correct?
Okay, correct.
Okay, I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm gonna find you responsible for expired plates. I'm gonna fine you $145, and with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm
We
gonna dismiss.
stipulate.
Thank you. When can you pay, sir?
Next month,
Are you working?
I could pay a little at a time if you want me to, or I could pay it all next month.
I'm not gonna supervise payments.
Okay.
You want me to give you 30 days?
Yes, sir.
August 23rd.
Okay.
August 23rd, 2021. Pay by then, sir. I will
Yes,
say
sir.
this. If you find yourself unable to pay by then, sir, you need to zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, Mr. Grimes, you have a very good day.
And you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right. We have some people that have a Galaxy A10e, a Galaxy A21, and that Rebel 4 is not. So the Galaxy A10e, if you're on a Galaxy A10e, you need to speak up, unmute yourself and speak up. All right, gentlemen with the Galaxy A21, is that you, sir? You gotta unmute yourself, sir. So in the bottom left corner of the device is an audio icon. You gotta hit that
Hello?
audio. There
Yes.
you go. All right, what's your name, sir?
Devin Lee.
All right, so Mr. Moore, he was on the line earlier. What did he want? Some extra time, didn't he?
I didn't hear him say.
Judge, you hear me?
Are you on
my
the line? Okay.
I'm on my phone now, Judge.
Mr. Moore, you got to figure this Zoom out. You know we're not going backwards. It's not. The old days are gone.
I didn't have any problems today.
Huh?
I had no problem with my Zoom until today. I'm gonna go to T-Mobile after I talk to you.
You had some problems with your Zoom because you were on another call disturbing our court, and I had to mute you. All right.
But I could.
Sounds like you have a problem with Zoom now. Problem with his phone now. Mr. Moore.
Yes, I'm just talking on the phone now. I'll tell you. Yes.
Mr. Moore, you're gonna have to get a better connection, sir.
August 31st.
I think he's trying to say a date.
Yes, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Devin Lee. Case number 214-632-643 and case number 214-632-651. I don't know, Mr. Moore, can you put your appearance on the record? You're gonna have to get a better connection.
34437.
Yeah, you're all messed up on the connection, Mr. Moore. I believe he wants a pretrial date. Am I correct, Mr. Moore? And the trial date is going to be August 31st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. August 31st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. You got that, Mr. Lee?
Yes.
All right, very well. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day, sir.
Thank you.
And Mr. Moore.
Thank you too.
All right. Now we have two other people. I'm gonna remove them. In the Galaxy A21. That's who's that?
That's Mr. Lowe.
Is that Mr. Lowe again?
Yeah,
The Rebel 4?
yeah.
So he's done. And then the Galaxy A21. Well, I don't know what much more I can do for Galaxy A21. Maybe that's somebody that is already taken care of. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this person, Galaxy A21. I've sent a couple of notes. And I sent a note to unmute yourself and start your video. If I kick this person out, they may call back. We'll wait a few minutes. If not, then we will conclude the day.
Very well, Your Honor.
is supposed to have some new features. I don't know what the new features are. It says it's gonna look all the same.
Okay, I hope it makes it better. What could,
Well, I'm sure they attempt to make it better when they do that, but.
maybe I should look it up and see if I got anything in the email.
Something that I think I got.
Want to see them go.
Yeah.
All right. How's it going, Mrs. Fuller?
I'm doing well, Judge. Busy as ever. How are things on the bench? And you
Well,
been
I don't have to worry about being too busy anymore. That's a good thing.
Huh? You said
I
what
said I
now?
don't have to worry about being that busy anymore.
Isn't it so different from regular private practice?
It certainly is. Now I just leave that pain of you guys responding to motions and filing motions and trying to collect money and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, story of our lives. We got to multitask and, because I've always thought I really enjoy what I'm doing. The politics on the bench, I like having freedom. I worked for the Department of Corrections for 13 years before I went into private practice. And I was a corrections officer, so I worked in the prison. I was a probation officer I was a corrections officer for 6 years. I was a probation officer for almost 9 years. And then I was in Lansing for almost a couple of years in labor relations. So I did all the labor arbitration and discipline for Ryan Correctional Facility, Mound Correctional Facility, and all the probation officers and parole officers in Region 1 and part of Macomb at the time. But so when I left the department, I knew that I liked the idea of being able to be versatile and because even though I worked in Lansing, I had the prisons, my facilities, in Detroit. So, I would get out the office and be able to go there and be like hands-on in the mix of everything. So I'm sure you're going through a very pleasant transition, but very different transition. Just the
Yeah, well,
mode,
I
the
think
tempo.
for me, it provides, I love practicing law as well too. Um, uh, I didn't like chasing the money as much, but
Right.
that was just a part of it, and that's just what you had to do. Uh, and I thought I was pretty decent, but this here is just you don't well, you're kind of regulated on, obviously you only make what you make, and it's not much after that. That's the downside to it. But it's also, see, I worked at Ford too,
Oh,
and
wow.
I was doing both for years and years, and it got kind of tiring, and I was looking forward to the day where I could just have one thing to do, and just so happened that it's no really. I haven't yet had a case where I had to take home and read a brief or do anything like that, and I can make you all do all the work. You know what I'm saying? You tell me what your
But that's because you until you have that civil docket. When you have that civil docket, you're gonna be taking stuff home, you're gonna be writing brief, you're gonna need a judicial assistant, all of that.
yeah. I don't
You
know if
live
there.
and breathe this stuff because you've done it. You know what I'm saying? In
Yes,
criminal
yes.
defense, you've done it. And then landlord tenant is not, it's not the biggest thing, but that civil stuff, when you get on rotation and you on that civil docket, it is yeah, that's when, it gets a little, and then after a while you get used to that,
You get used to it,
so
right? You do,
you
but
get
it's
used
just
to it.
basically, and then I find that you're in this position. You have a certain amount of power that you were in some respects powerless as a lawyer. You were only, you were left with your argument, and that's all you can do. But in this position, is a little bit, I try to be fair, and I try to point everybody in that direction of being fair. And so far, I got a good team, I think, and I think we're going to do some good stuff. But I'm not. I do like it. I do like the criminal stuff, and I do like, this traffic docket. I think is one of the most important dockets because I'm sure it can help you out. If you got a driver's license, we may be able to get around what was in the trunk, but if you don't have the driver's license, then you're not going to get through that too much.
Well,
But
the reason I love it, and I've done house counsel for, we all have other major practice that we're doing, but it's a blessing to be able to be a blessing to people in the community.
in the need,
To
yes.
be able to get people where they are legally. I was in Judge Robinson Garrett's courtroom yesterday, and I explained to a client that, it's not so much insurance just so that if you stop by the police, you don't get a ticket. You're driving around 5 babies and yourself. And God forbid if somebody comes and hits you and actually does some real injury to you,
How are you going to take care of that?
you are on your own.
You're on your own.
And people don't realize that. There's nothing that covers you,
And in my standpoint, I push, especially everybody in here, to start to think about when the offers are written, to think about, hey, if we can get people on the road legally, hopefully, and we all know about trickle down economics never really works, but hopefully we can trickle down to the insurance company and say, listen, you need to bring these rates down.
Right.
People with license, and that's really the one of the biggest problems that we have is the insurance rates.
Sure.
Now, will that work? Maybe I'm wishful thinking on that, but I think that if everybody gets a valid driver's license, then you're trying to put people in the right direction and put things in the right direction with that.
Right. And the legislature, I guess they tried to do something with that, you know, bringing down the rates. But what you're doing is that you're still not covering people if they're in an accident. I mean,
Right.
you're making it affordable for them to show something to the police and not get a ticket. That's not what insurance is about.
No, no. You've actually done people like myself, and I'm sure yourself, who didn't accept that deal. Our rates probably went up a little bit more.
Right. Well, I don't live in the city.
I think that would affect everybody. I think that deal that they had, I think the people who kept the unlimited, they definitely didn't get a break.
Right.
You know,
No, it's not a break in the long term. Not at all.
they definitely didn't get a break. So,
No.
I guess you've given them enough time to show back up. I'm kind of thinking that person was on another call when they signed into that.
I hate that they came in but couldn't get service. I guess they'll know to call back or come back in at some point.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think that the way this works is they're just gonna get a show cause notice anyway. So it's not gonna warrant out for their arrest, and once they see that notice, it's gonna trigger that, so.
Right, and that's a good thing.
Okay, all right, Ms.
All
Fulmer.
right, well, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure, as always.
Pleasure's mine, and I appreciate your advocacy. Keep up the good
No
work.
problem at all. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Okay, talk to you later. Have a good day. You and your staff. Thank you, Ms. Nash.